Sometimes we get asked, how does the i-mop compare to the Willmop? So today we're going to run through some of those differences. Starting with the i-mop, this comes in 3 different sizes. So you've got i-mop Lite at 37 centimeters, the i-mop XL here at 46 centimeters scrub path, and the i-mop XXL at 62 centimeters scrub path. Whereas the Willmop only comes in one size or 50 centimeters scrub path. Next, coming to the deck. The footprint of the i-mop XL deck is 20% less than the Willmop. Therefore, the smaller the deck makes it easier to get into tighter spaces. On the i-mop, the transport handle is centralised. So, weighing 25 kilos and a centralised handle makes it easy to transport and carry upstairs. Whereas with the Willmop, the transport handles are underneath the recovery tank. And given that the deck doesn't fold up like the i-mop and the handles aren't centralised and it weighs 35 kilos, I would suggest 2 people are required to transport it upstairs. The transport casters on the i-mop are situated on the front of the machine, making it easier to pull upstairs rather than having to carry the unit. Whereas the transport casters on the Willmop aren't designed or in a position to be able to pull upstairs. Now for chemical dosing. With the i-mop, there's provision for an optional i-dose tank. This helps prevent overdosing, which, as we know, leaves floors sticky and slippery. Whereas with the Willmop, at this point, there is no dosing option. When it comes to refilling, the i-mop clean water tank is removable. Therefore, there's no need to take the machine back to the refill location to refill. Whereas the clean water tank on the Willmop is not designed to be removed when refilling. So therefore, you need to take it back to your refill station and pull out your refill hose and connect to the tap. i-mop also supports an initiative called Made Blue. Made Blue is a not-for-profit organisation that is funding the development of running water infrastructure in developing countries. So for every i-mop in the market, it's contributing 18 litres per day towards that initiative. When it comes to the recovery tank, on the i-mop we've got a visual indicator as to how full your recovery tank is. Whereas with the Willmop, there's no indicator on the recovery tank. This is a personal perception, but the Willmop recovery tank has a number of ribs on it, which therefore makes it harder to clean the internals of the tank. Whereas the i-mop recovery tank has minimal ribs, making it easy to rinse and clean the internals of the tank. The i-mop lithium plug-and-play battery system can be used on a range of different pieces of equipment, including the iDrive, iGum and the iVax. Therefore, helping you reduce your total cost of ownership. Whereas the battery on the Willmop at this point can only be used on the Willmop. Coming to accessories. With the i-mop, we have a range of accessories, including 4 different brushes, a range of pad options, and specialised diamond pads. Then when it comes to the Willmop, at this point in Australia and New Zealand, there's only one brush option. There's no option for pads. Another point to consider is how to inspect or change your brushes or your squeegee. In the park position on the i-mop, we've got easy access to the brushes and the squeegee. To get access to the brushes and the squeegee on the Willmop, we first need to remove the recovery tank. And this is important because if this recovery tank is full and you tip it on its side, you risk allowing water to run down and damage your back motor. Then we tip it on its side to get access to your brushes and your squeegee. Also with the i-mop, we can colour code our clean water tank lids and the brush lockers for the purpose of cross-contamination. Whereas with the Willmop, at this point there's no provision for colour coding. The Willmop has 75 minutes runtime and 3 to 4 hours charge time. Whereas the i-mop XL with the white iPower 9 batteries has 60 minutes runtime and 60 minutes charge time on the supercharger. Therefore, with 2 sets of batteries, the i-mop is capable of running 24/7. The i-mop also has splash guards on both sides of the deck to stop oversplashing, whereas the Willmop has no splash guards to stop oversplashing. That's it for today. Tim here from ITMANZ. If you've got any further questions, put them in the comments below and we'll seek to answer them. Thank you.